Hello, everyone, and welcome to Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
I'm Jamie.
And is this the first time they've ever had idols on Survivor?
First time ever. It's a good thing they explain it.
How do you get the idol without anyone knowing? Oh, you ask everyone to look for it.
Which one? Which tribe are you referring to?
All of them. They're all
Yellow?
stupid.
I know.
This might
There's
be
a lot of
This might be the dumbest. I don't want to say dumbest. This might be the worst group of players, unless they're playing stupid, in the history of Survivor.
I don't know. Jury's out. You can't. I don't know if we can say that. After season 2, because there's some people like
after episode.
After episode 2, rather. Sorry.
I don't know. It's hard to watch.
My thing isn't so much the. I don't know. It's a new era thing, right? Where everybody has to share with another person that they have an idol and have someone to help them. But
you need to build trust.
Yeah, but it's weird because that is like a thing that is really part of the game now, is like building trust with somebody, and by sharing what advantage you have.
Isn't that always supposed to be part of the game? Like,
yeah, it is. But what happens a lot of times is, what's the first thing that? Oh, he has an idol. We got to get him out.
Wouldn't you do that though?
Yeah, I would do it in a second, but I wouldn't tell anybody I had an idol. I wouldn't. I'd be honest with you. I wouldn't go looking for it.
Yeah.
No, not in broad daylight.
No.
The thing that really got me is that we had to watch 3 separate tribes give us the rules about how the Beware advantage works.
I was like, yeah, we remember from the first
We got it.
Before we move on, we're talking about Survivor Season 47, Episode 2, called Epic Boss Girl Move. Just to set this up. And lots of Beware advantage play. And
who was it? What was the epic boss female boss move?
Sue says that at the end.
Oh, okay.
She says that when she's trying to make a case for getting what's his face out, TK out over herself.
TK.
Yeah.
And again, when you're joining Survivor first couple weeks, you want to go in there obnoxious and telling people what to do, and it's my rules, it's my way. You have to play that way, or you're never going to win it.
Yeah.
You know what's a shame? Zach is a big fan of TK after last week, like when he was with the challenge on the ship wheel island. That's not a ship anymore. Treasure Map Island.
Yeah, but you can't.
He was a big fan. Yeah.
You can't tear your team apart down like that.
No, it's a great example of what's the lack of good sportsmanship looks like, and it's not that yes, he's really competitive. I mean, I know people like that are real athletes. You can't lose. It tears you up to lose. I can appreciate that, but regardless
you
of
clearly never played Uno with Alex. Yes.
Regardless of what his defense is. He still did kind of call Tiana out and act kind of like an ass.
Some people smile because of just the
sarcasm.
That's how they show their anger, or not everybody throws a fit. I mean, I don't like to lose, but I know in this game you just got to be okay.
Yeah,
you can't do what he did.
No, if it's not important to you, then you need to work on maybe. You get back to camp and you talk to your team and you build them up. Where did we go wrong? What can we fix in the future so that doesn't happen again?
Yeah. You don't tear them down.
Yeah, it wasn't great. He paid the price for it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about the episode in general. We could start with all the Beware advantages. How about how awkward it was when Rome was like, Teeny, I got this advantage. She's like, I won't tell anyone. And then she immediately tells Kashan, and then Rome catches them. And I would have died in that moment.
I'm good at talking my way out of things.
I am not, so I would have
No,
literally
I'm saying that's
died.
what she said.
I love it. Well, I mean, what do you do? First of all, this is the risk that you run when you tell somebody else that you have an advantage.
If I'm Rome, I come and see another person two people looking in my box of where my idol is. I'd be ticked.
Mhm.
Now you can't show it, and he did a good job of kind of going.
Yep,
Okay.
playing it cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a great.
He did do a
great
good job
move.
playing it cool. And I did not think Rome had any chills, so good on him.
Right?
That was some depth I didn't see.
He just started dancing like Michael Jackson. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
He's,
There was so much chaos with that one human being. Yeah, he's got a lot of energy. I don't know. Maybe this will work out for him. Maybe these are the right people to accidentally be aligned with.
I wouldn't trust him. I'd play it first chance I had.
I know, right? Well, have we got to the I mean, does he just have it for the one, or did he get that far even?
I think they all just went with the one, right?
Okay.
That's why Gabe had to play his, right?
Yeah.
But I don't
Gabe
understand
he went with the 1, but then last week Rome went with the 3. That's why he had his ass in the well, right?
Oh, yeah, yep,
that's
yep,
right,
yep.
that's right.
Body in the well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great because that's what I want in my water.
Yeah, I want to drink body water.
I want someone who hasn't taken a bath in 5-6 days in my water.
That was really nice. That was nice of them to do that.
And they boil it anyway, right? Do they boil it? Do they have to? No, they don't have to boil it, do they?
I don't think they have to.
Okay.
I don't think they have to.
That's Deer Park water. I can taste it.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I do like that he at least he acknowledged it beforehand when he's like, sorry that I'm about to do this. Oops, sorry.
Yeah. That was like, well, why would they put it in there?
I don't know, actually. That's a really good question. I was thinking that too. Like, there's got to be, like, if somebody gets sick from that tribe and then they, like, see this happen, there's got to be some kind of, like, liability somewhere, right?
There'll be a lawsuit somewhere. I mean, you don't put it in the food well, they don't have any food, but the drinking water.
Yeah, you put it under pillows, not in the well.
Duh. He put it in their hand when no one else is looking.
I mean, you have it in the open from the start. So why are we? I don't know. I thought that was gross. Wasn't here to talk about it last week, but thought it was gross.
I do like where you have to like pour the water on things to be able to read the message.
Yeah, that was cool. That was they're making it more difficult, and
they need to.
And they're making it
that many.
They're making it more risky. So
yeah.
I like that. If you're gonna have the idol, don't just have it where they get it. Like I said, I've been saying for years, don't just here you get an idol, you got an advantage in the game. I mean, obviously it's hard to find without everyone noticing it. Because I mean, who was it? Gabe it kept falling down the rock or whatever. Like, and what could he say? He kept dropping the box. It's like,
just over here making a ruckus. Don't mind me.
Yeah, look the other way. Don't look behind the curtain.
I just like to be wild in the woods, everyone.
I did want to say this about Andy because I didn't have a chance to talk about him last week. Now, either he's doing a long con, which I hope he's doing.
I don't think so. I think he's.
But the way they're talking about, I mean, this is where a show that is it going to do him harm when he's watching this because he thinks, okay,
Sam about that too.
Sam's my friend. These guys are my friends, but they're talking crap behind my back. I mean,
I thought that too with him and with TK because there was some pretty big smack talking going on.
Yeah, but Andy has an issue with people with trust. He has an issue with people. He doesn't think people like him. I mean, he's got some issues.
Anxiety issues.
Was this smart for CBS to put him on the show?
I don't know.
I worry about his mental health because, again, you saw how last week when he goes, "Oh, no one gave me a compliment for opening the coconut," and I go, "So."
And we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, so I was like going. I hope, and he's from San Diego. I didn't realize that till.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Maybe he.
Maybe he can hang out with Carla.
Maybe he's good at masking when he's in his right environment, but he can't do it in this situation. Yeah. I don't think that it helps we talked a little bit about this last week. I don't think it helps at all that he is the personality type that he is, and he's with the people he's with.
Right.
Because I feel like if he was on one of the other two, we wouldn't be getting nearly as much of the Andy's a mess story.
The thing about the Yellow Tribe that I don't like is that it was made up of 4 people who seem to still be living in like high school. Like they're very snotty and immature.
Yeah.
And like you had Andy and Lovett who do not fit like in like social, like, with the same social type as those 4. Like, you know, and I know that's part of Survivor is you have to learn how to assimilate or fit in or get along with people that are not like you. But like it's real hard when you've got that archetype of person.
But I did think towards the end, Sam, the sports guy, was kind of. I think there was a mutual. I think he was kind of
with Andy. Yeah,
I think he was kind of okay. I kind of like Andy. I kind of like it. He's a good guy.
But also, like that's also so patronizing or condescending to Andy that it's like, oh, now this dude who is like a alpha type is now he thinks that you're cool. So you've been blessed with being okay, and that's weird too.
I get that, but it it's just. We all take a while to warm up to some people. I mean,
yes, I get that. Yeah.
I mean, I have friends for life that I didn't really like when I first met them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you just go, okay, yeah, I was over judging. I was maybe protecting myself or whatever, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
I think most of us have that guard up when we meet someone, but
yes, but it's interesting though, is that it wasn't built on Andy having the advantage and then telling him and including him. It was built on Andy saying, hey, that advantage was there and now it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has no power in giving him that truth. He doesn't. What does he have to really, other than just be honest that he saw it and now it's gone? It's going to be interesting when I feel like Andy gave him a lot of himself considering that he's in the mental state that he's in.
Yeah.
I think he gave him a lot of something, you know what I mean? Like a lot of himself in that conversation. It's going to be interesting to see how it falls back if and when he finds out he's the only one on his tribe that doesn't know that Sam has that advantage, that he's the one holding it.
And the guy he trusts the most.
Mm-hmm. That's where I worry about him personally, because
and I can't figure out if we're seeing this because Andy gets some big redemption and goes to the final 3, or if like it's just setting him up to flop. And if it's just setting him up to go out, within the next couple of episodes, then it feels almost cruel.
Little icky, yeah.
Because it's like it's a reality show and you sign up to get a bad edit if you are, but like if somebody is clearly exhibiting mental health issues, then to portray them poorly is kind of icky.
And he seems pretty open about it because he, the first thing he says, I had 4 friends in high school and all this different stuff, and you're like going, I mean, he wasn't shy about it. Then he had the meltdown.
4 friends, what's that like? So.
Yeah. But you had oh crap! I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, when they found out who was voted off last week, you could see the faces. Everyone's like going, "How is it not Andy?"
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, like Sherry says, Andy was a beast in the challenge this week.
Yes, he was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But still, you have someone. Okay, do I want to give him any information? Because once say he makes it to the merge, he's not going to have a filter. He's going to spill everything out. To me, I would, even though John wasn't good at the challenges or whatever the physical challenges, I would have kept John last week over Andy, just because of it's that whole thing like Debbie. You can't. You can't play a game with someone that's giving away all your information.
No, it's the social liability.
Yeah.
TK is TK the one who had an issue when he was in high school, and he can't play football. Now he wants to play football. I mean, he doesn't want to play football, so he's like in the NFL as like a marketing person. Is that TK?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes me even more sad to lose him. Actually, I don't know why I'm asking when my notes are literally sitting right next to me.
But it was his own. It was his own fault, though.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's one of those things. He probably wasn't even a target until he.
I don't know if it was him. It might be.
I'm looking. Yes, that was him. He has a kidney disease. It made him
That's it. That's right. Yes.
against all odds to work for to survive, and now
Right.
yeah, he's 31. Yeah.
But it's I had a kidney disease, and you go through all of that. I'm sure that there's probably something inside of you that like builds and stays there. That's like you win everything right now because there is no tomorrow, and that's probably where he gets a lot of his. We can't lose, like not even once.
Okay, and Andy is the one, just to refresh. Andy's the one that lost a sister to domestic violence, and he wants to set the example for his nephew, which now makes me again be like, don't be cruel to Andy. He's trying to set an example.
Yeah, he's
putting himself out there.
He's just trying to be a nice feller. I kind of feel like what we're setting up with Andy is that we're gonna, because it just feels like we're getting so much of his tribe being like, ew, Andy, meh. That
we gotta have it's your turn to babysit Andy.
Yeah, that's kind of like what he's getting, and I feel
gross.
Why do you have to babysit him?
Right.
Yeah. But
that
maybe
was really gross. Like I hate.
I know they didn't want him to get the idol.
Right.
But
it's the way they were speaking about him.
That's what I'm saying. If he it would have been weird to watch him watch this episode last night.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it had to be like going, wow. I mean, I don't know how it goes down further. Maybe there's
I kind of feel like
girls turn into the friendly girls or whatever.
I feel like we're gonna get that story arc where he's
school
that he's always
tomorrow
overlooked.
For rain. I'm so mad. I'm sorry. They closed schools. It's just rain.
You don't want him to flood away.
This is stupid. I'm so mad because now I am stuck with them. I love them, but I'm stuck with them.
It's the school
all
buses.
day, all day.
They don't trust the school buses
to drive safely in the hydroplaning. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, let's face it; those things are death traps.
They're a little scary.
I think that people that do carpool.
There's no seatbelts, man. You don't want that. You don't want that bus sliding across a median.
Yeah, I know, but my kids don't take the bus, so maybe kids that do carpool.
That's why they during the winter they cancel their
those
bikes on the road.
Kids.
I know, but now I feel like it's going to be Survivor mommy.
Those Greyhound kids.
Tomorrow. Anyway, I am real sorry. I'm very upset.
Get out the craft projects. Get them to making some more bracelets. I feel like
they do any of that except complain nonstop when they're not on the tablet.
No,
so like
children.
it's hours of them complaining, and then they get screens for like 2 hours, and they don't complain, and then it's like 5 more hours of them complaining, and I don't get anything done.
I feel your pain.
That's how it is.
That's
exactly how it goes. Okay, with Andy, I think the story we're going to get is that Andy is going to be overlooked, and then there's going to be that maybe he makes it into merge. I don't know how far they're past merge, but I feel like he's going to get somebody that appreciates Andy for Andy, and it's going to fall back at these guys.
Which would be I'd be happy with. Sherry makes a good point because I noticed the same thing when Sam said, "I don't want to be stuck being the only guy." I go,
wait, when did Sam say that?
He said to the girls.
Yep.
Yeah, but Tiana's not on his. Oh, yes, she is. Sorry. No, Tiana's not on Sam's tribe.
No, it's Sierra and
whoever he said. Well, was it Rachel? He said not Rachel.
Annika.
He was talking to Sierra,
and
the blonde one that he has a crush on.
He said to Annika. That's who he said it to. Not
like Anakin Skywalker, but Annika. Yeah.
Not the beauty pageant girl. And I said, "Ooh, that's stupid."
Yeah.
That was dumb. Because now
that's kind of what he said with Andy, right? Like that he said it to Andy too, because he was like, all these girls, like.
Well, it was a bet because now they're like going, oh, so he's going to try and get one of us off, maybe before Andy. So he might be next.
Maybe.
But then even Jeff said when they were doing the challenge, yellow is behind. He goes, like they always are. They won the first challenge.
Yeah.
The puzzle, the first challenge they did on the beach.
Yeah.
There's only been one other challenge.
Maybe it's just, habit of the yellow or the orange team always being the ones that are
Maybe that's
in the rear.
I think Jeff's losing it. I think he's slipping.
I think maybe a little.
Don't make me get my knife, which I was gonna say before I saw the idol play. But
okay.
Also, we'll talk about the knife challenge because that was really also
that was a whole thing.
A lot of aggression.
the way they were going after that the rice bag, I would be a little hesitant to sleep.
I know, right?
Like, oh my God, stab.
So much serial killer vibes. Anyway, okay, sorry. So yeah, just to wrap up the Andy thing, and then we got to move on because we do have a hard out at 8 because Jack has another podcast.
I got 3 tonight.
You got to go podcast. I got to go Big Brother and then podcast.
I got to go mom for the next 4 weeks.
Colleen has to.
Kids are tracked out after this.
Colleen has to go.
I'm taking them to you.
Nightmare of tomorrow.
It's not going to be a nightmare.
You can bring them. We have no internet for a while, so because we're switching.
Spectacular.
But I won't open the front door.
It's fine. They know how to get in the back.
It's harder to get in the back than it's the front.
I'll help them.
I hope they're not watching because I love them.
They're the best.
They're taking showers and whatnot right now.
Okay. All right. Good.
I just made the joke to Jay. I was like, I'm dropping the kids off at your parents so I can get some peace and quiet tomorrow. And Jay was like, I'll stay home. Don't do that to them.
I was going to say last week, who had the machete and they all ran? Who won the thing? Was it TK that won the thing?
TK won when he and Asia had the Indiana Jones style treasure hunt.
And he had the machete and they all ran up to him. I'm like going, he's got a machete pointed that direction. Pay attention.
Leave a little space.
That's gonna hurt. That's how you do it on Survivor. Sew those guts back in. Anyway, I get off track.
Yeah. So stabbing the rice, and then is this the first time we've actually seen rice be in the challenge, like as a part of, like a prop of the challenge?
No, they've done things in rice before.
I think it's quite cruel.
It is. I can't understand food on the ground.
Like, why did it take 47 seasons for somebody to be like, "Hey, can I just like steal this and cook it"? Is it really less sanitary than somebody being in my water well? Like,
right?
I would have argued saying, "Hey, there's no rules in Survivor."
Right? Yeah.
Show me in the rules where I can't take part of the prop.
Yeah, I love that Twitter was bringing up Rupert stealing shoes and selling them, and Jeff loving that, but no,
I'm a pirate.
But you can't take the rice.
Yeah.
No, I agree. She should have been allowed to take the rice. She was clever enough to do it. That's how you survive on Survivor.
Yeah, and he like he said, no one's ever tried it before. Well, that should be a Survivor move.
Then there you go. Exactly.
Steal the rice.
She should have had it.
And
she should have been allowed.
Yeah.
I do love how she's like, yeah, okay. Would have been like, just throw some of the rice out and be like, that's it. I don't have any more rice.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't a lot of rice, but still, I thought it was clever.
Yeah. I think that's basically what their portion would be. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's all she got is maybe one portion worth, but
yeah.
Okay.
That was awesome though. I really think she should have been justice for Rachel.
Indeed.
She's the only one left on that tribe that is reasonably tolerable, maybe at this point. I don't know. Maybe I'll be proven wrong.
You never know.
I don't like how they're treating Andy. I don't like that they voted out Lovett. Just saying.
Well, I called that.
Yeah,
you did.
So, Jack, I know you don't listen to Pod Save America or like follow any of that, but he had everyone convinced that he was going to like go to the end. So everyone working for him, because he's the co-founder of the company,
right?
Like all of his employees, all of his co-hosts and co-owners, like they were all completely shocked. They had no idea that he went out. They said that he was so cocky that they thought that he like went really, really far. But not cocky enough to win, and they were like all shocked. But he did a really good like breakdown with them at the end of last week's Thursday Pod Save America episode,
where he God, it was so funny.
It was so funny. It was really, really funny. But he talks about like how long they were in the water when the boat flipped over. He talks about like, the things that he could have done. And it was tough because he was trying to work with Annika. Like the Annika thing in the edit it was more like Andy's thing that he was going along with, because it was like, okay, he didn't have time to look for the idol. Like there was no opportunity to look for anything. And he was kind of trying to work with her. But like at the end of the day, they went with who they thought would be stronger and who they thought had already damaged. Because Andy embarrassed himself in front of everyone. So really he basically neutered himself like for the time being, that it made more sense to vote him out. But it was really funny because they were like, so wait, you took 6 weeks off of work. You did like 3 days of production. And then you did what for the next like 5 weeks? And he was like, I played video games and read a lot of books and sat around. It was really funny.
I really liked when he was talking about, because I think it's something we've touched on before, how nervous he was to watch his episode because he wasn't sure how his edit was going to be. And they brought up, that maybe you did win because you didn't have a full season for them to edit your story the way they wanted to. So maybe you got a more honest edit. And with what we're talking about with Andy, it's curious because it's like, this is something that you do have to, especially since it's been around for so long and most people kind of get that they're going to edit a storyline, right?
Yeah.
You've got to go crazy thinking about that while you're there and when it's done, and you've got to rerun.
Especially if you're somebody who's involved in media where you understand like the importance of editing things out and not editing things out and all that.
Well, I said,
as Sherry said, to be fair, aren't they required to stay after getting voted out? Oh, yes. And they were just giving him shit because they were there covering
they were giving him poop.
Yeah, they were giving him poop because they were there covering like a lot of crazy things that were going on
that was
politically in the United States at the time.
Lots
and
of
he
stuff.
Was there. Yeah.
Well, I said either up in LA or San Diego, I can't remember, but I said, a lot of this stuff too, because Pod Save America is more of a Democratic, right? He wrote for Obama. If you have a couple Republicans on that tribe, things are so partisan now that you go, I'm on. People unfriend their friends and family now because they're not voting. I go, where? Yeah. Because I didn't see anything he did.
You said that in San Diego.
I didn't see anything he did that should have got him kicked off. Other than Andy, they wanted Andy for his strength. They want to use Andy.
Which, that's generally how the first vote goes. Unless somebody is like super crazy. Like, don't forget, they kept Banu and they kept weirdo Brandon, right?
Yeah,
because they thought they would be better for the tribe. Yeah.
But it usually doesn't pan out that way.
No.
As we've seen before. No. And I was like going, well, I said, I just wonder if there's, a couple of Republicans on there that said, screw him. I'm not, he wrote for Obama. I hate Obama.
That too. I kind of wonder that too, but I don't know.
I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I do want to say that you had Aisha. Was it Aisha? Asia, who is on Rob Has a Podcast, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Why is she volunteering to go away from her tribe right away? That was
risky.
That was, she got lucky, but that was, I thought, a huge mistake because number one, people don't believe you.
Yeah.
Unless you come back with something, then they're thinking, oh, she got an idol. She got this. Why was she volunteering to go? I don't get why people do. Number one, I would never volunteer to go. I'd be pissed if they picked me to go. I'd be like,
especially on day one.
Yeah, because you don't know what.
I don't know if I would want to go. Yeah.
So, but she volunteered. I'm like going.
I kind of wonder.
Yeah, I
agree. Of wonder if she didn't think maybe there would be a challenge, kind of like last year where they had
the sweat versus savvy stuff. Yeah, it was different.
Where they had to put all of the
the
seasons in order based off of the logo and the title.
I still wouldn't go.
She is one of those that would have been able to do it. Like she.
Yeah, but again, it would. You're still putting a target on your back.
I agree. I would. I'd have to draw the short straw for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little risky.
Yeah.
Somehow
Regardless.
she came back though. She came back. And
Okay. They gave him crap about this too on the podcast. They played the clip of him being like, and then I started a podcast called Pod Save America. Have you heard of it? And they're all like, maybe, I don't know. And then they're like, and then they, got to like talking about how Asia got recognized and protected, whereas nobody gave a crap about Pod Save America.
That's what got me thinking. Maybe they're not Democrats. They could be Republican. And again, that was his mistake. He shouldn't have said anything.
Maybe, but you would think that hopefully
you don't tell the truth. As we've learned, you don't tell the truth about what you do if it's something.
But I think Lovett's a bad liar, and I don't think he's the type of person who like would be able to not tell the truth.
He's in politics.
Or
no, he writes for politicians. He tells them what to say. He doesn't have to say it.
Oh, he doesn't have to say it. Okay, I get it.
Or maybe if you're going to say,
here's what you say.
If he was going to say that he's a podcaster, maybe not give them a title of
something. They have a comedy show called Love It or Leave It. Right. And we talk about current events. That's all you got to say. Is we talk about current events.
Exactly. Because if you give them a title of something that even if they don't listen to it, they still recognize the name. Now suddenly, it's a threat that maybe I know who they are, and now they're going to be paranoid because I know who they are. Or there's
but also to be fair, I looked at the ages. Rachel is 34. Andy, we know, was 31. Lovett was 42, and the other three are in their they're 24, 26. So does that generation listen to podcasts? Surely, if it's not on TikTok, do they not know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. All it takes
it's been a minute since I've been that old.
But
the Kelsey brothers just got $100 million. So
yeah, they did.
So it's good to be friends with Taylor Swift.
I guess so. Here's Connie telling me school is canceled. I know. What was I just gonna say? Podcasts. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Again, I didn't see why he got kicked. I didn't see why he got kicked off.
Yeah, I think it was just that classic case of, remember that one girl got kicked out in Malcolm's season, Philippines, because she wanted cookies.
Yeah, somebody's got to go. Let's just find the dumbest reason.
Zane was the one that wanted the cigarette and told them to vote him out, the redhead. And then Angie went next, and wasn't her whole thing I really want cookies, and they voted her out.
They're like,
you want cookies?
Get out of here. Go eat your cookie.
Even a Cookie Monster eats lettuce now.
When you're 3 days in, it's just about how do we get to not have to go home next.
Right. As long as anybody but me.
Yeah. And Andy was a risky move because, he's really strong. He brings that strength that you need. And he's pretty much neutralized himself, but there's also the chance that he could just lay down and cry during another challenge, which is why they put him on Andy duty. And they remember you opened the coconut. Good for you, Glenn Andy Coco.
Or he could say, I can't do this anymore. I'm going home.
Yeah,
and that hurts the tribe because you lose another member.
Yeah. I'm sure that a big part of the situation with Lovitz is that he talked about, aren't you the puzzle guy? Why weren't you working on that puzzle? And he's like, because we agreed that those pieces were too big and heavy for me to move.
Yeah, that was, I did hear that. Yeah.
And then you go into the water and you look at that situation, and it really is. He's just physically, even though he did good, he ran fast, he participated, his strength.
I met him in person. He's 2 inches taller than me, and I'm 5'4", so it's not he's a big dude.
You're saying he's a giant?
Yeah.
He's a giant.
Yeah.
He's all roided out.
Just a big feller.
Anyway, all right, let's get back to
either way, I'm glad I got a point for it.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
You gambled that point.
Okay. Real quick, what did we think about finishing the Yellow Tribe? What did we think about that whole Beware Advantage thing? Just the two tribe. Everybody's it was chaotic and kind of fun, except then they threw the whole Andy thing in, and then it made it kind of awkward, and I don't know.
Why didn't Andy take it and put it somewhere else?
Yeah,
Yeah, what a good point.
Why don't you take it and bury it like, by the tree, but like bury it like, a foot down. It's sand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Or just like put it in your butt or something. Like,
but you knew once he didn't do that, someone else was gonna find it.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's not some kind of rule, like if you decide that you're not going to play an idol, it has to go back to where it was.
Well, you can say I'm going to play this, but I can't open it now.
Because originally he wasn't gonna. Like originally he was like, no, I'm gonna do something different, and I'm not gonna take this challenge. Like I'm not.
Sherry says it because it said if you don't want to take it, you have to
put it back.
You can take it to the camp and bury it there, and just say, okay, I'm going to read this when I'm going to read it later when I know no one else is around.
Yeah, I really do honestly think originally he was just not going to mess with it. And then he sat there and watched everybody walk around and not be at camp and got paranoid and was like, oh, maybe I do need to go get it.
Well, he even said, he goes, I don't think they're looking for the idol, do you? And Sam goes,
No.
Oh, sweet Andy.
No.
Sweet Andy.
And there goes his winner's edit.
Yeah. I go, Andy, they're looking for it. They've been gone forever. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what Andy's game has left in it, but
I'm hoping he flies under the radar. Makes it if he can make it to the merge. I don't think he's unless he's a challenge beast. I don't think he's a threat.
Yeah, I think he's going to go far. I think he's one of those if I make it past the first vote and everyone gets distracted kind of thing. Because
right now I'm taking the final three. I'm taking the final three with me, unless people feel sorry for him, his story, and then they, he get votes that way. But right now, I hope
that's if he's telling people his story.
And right now, I hope he wins.
Okay.
I mean, I hope he wins because I don't like how he's being treated.
Yeah. I don't like how he's being treated either. I kind of would be okay with him being the last person standing of that tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hi.
Who's that? Who's that ugly beast?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how Andy does, but
Andy.
I think Andy will do better when he gets away from the meanies that he's currently having to live with.
Yeah.
His roommates right now kind of suck.
Like I said, if I'm watching this and I go, they're babysitting me, I'd be pissed.
I would too. As I would also.
You think he would have said to Sam, aren't you worried that the three girls are all by themselves? Kind of what are they doing? And
Yeah. Maybe he's just like so like taken aback that somebody's just talking to him. He doesn't want to spook him away.
Yeah.
And that's sad too. That makes me feel bad for him too, because he seems like a decent person.
Yeah.
Sherry says I like Colleen's edit interpretation skills, but I thank you very much.
She's figured it out. She knows.
Oh wait.
So
okay.
are we gonna go to the other tribe and then
let's do the other tribes real quick and then we'll do the rest of it because Jack is down to like 25 minutes here.
25 minutes.
Which tribe you pick, Jamie Joe?
Well, I feel that we should probably
talk about Lavo.
Should probably talk about the
Lavo?
tribe with Gabe and TK and Tiana.
Okay, so that's the blue tribe.
Yeah. I think that's an important bit of social game. That was probably the most interesting part of the entire episode for me. Getting to watch this alliance come together and then Gabe kind of being
Ruth.
Yeah, kind of being out there, but like I love it because they kind of like came together with this idea that Gabe's probably the weakest of the three of us, but actually Gabe was like, it's cool because I'm going to have alliances on both sides and outplay all of you in this move. So,
and he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was shocked he didn't play his idol for Sue, though.
Yeah, so was I. I thought he would.
I mean, that's his strongest ally. You think that's who?
I think he was just that confident.
Yeah, I just think he was super confident. And there is the risk too that it's like, God, what if they throw one other name out because they don't want it to go to Rocks? What if they think that maybe it'll go to Rocks?
You know, they went to Tribal at like 9:15. I was convinced that they were going to go to Rocks or something was going to happen.
Same.
And then the episode just ended at like 9:24. I'm like, okay, there we are.
The problem is, as we saw last season, how many people went home with the idol? They were so confident.
Yes,
he knew Sue's name was out there,
Yep.
and because his alliance was telling him Sue. I mean, I get playing it because he had to play it right. It was a one and done thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, yes. I get if I'm gonna, you want to protect yourself. So if you don't know, you protect yourself.
I love he goes, well, for myself, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been funny if he had gotten the votes on him. Oh my God, Rome is in the house. And is this actually Rome, or is just
real Rome,
or is this a fake Rome?
Let's see your dance.
Let's see it.
Your Michael Jackson dance.
From the bottom of the well.
If this is the actual Rome, I want you're the one that is involved in politics in Maryland, Baltimore, right? Is that you? I'm still a little shaky. I'm still referring to my notes. But if that's you, I want to know if you had.
You're feeding him the answers.
No, I want to know if he had heard of John Lovett beforehand. That's
all. Oh, I just want to say. I just want to say, win in Rome. Kind of sick, I guess.
Hey, Rome is here too. Cool. All right. Let's see.
Is
Sorry,
Rome.
we got to back on track here. Okay. Now I've completely lost where I was. Thank you, Rome.
Derailed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I'll answer that after the season.
I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go to my notes. I gotta get back on track here.
Okay, now I gotta be nice. Now I gotta be nice. Hold on a second. I gotta change everything I was gonna say. I gotta be nice to Rome now. That could be wrong.
I have not been mean to anybody except the Yellow Tribe.
No, I said I have to be nice. I said I have to be nice.
Yeah.
Okay, he says he'll answer that after the season. I hope that you do, because I'm very curious.
Actually, I'm just gonna go look up on YouTube Rome the host and see if he has a YouTube.
No, it is him, and he's gonna tell us if he knew Lovett after the season.
All right.
Well, I won't even remember that question after the season. I've already forgot.
Look, I've had this question for all of 2 weeks. I'm not gonna forget it for another 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 11 weeks. I can't do math.
Victoria's here. Victoria.
Oh, Victoria. Hey, good to see you.
Oh,
don't read my listeners' feedback this week, then. Oh, it must be something about Rome.
Oh no! Well, this just got awkward.
Victoria, she said something nasty about Rome. So let's read that now.
Right. No, we're not going to do that right now. We have to have order. There's already chaos now, and I lost my spot.
Mass hysteria. It's a madhouse. A madhouse. If you've seen the original Planet of the Apes.
Okay. Another version of a survivor, yes.
Chuck Heston.
All right.
Yes, another version. Okay,
Gabe.
So
go
Gabe,
ahead.
Yes. I just think it's really interesting that in all of the pre-interviews, everyone was talking about how this guy doesn't give good energy. This guy doesn't give good energy. I don't know about this guy. And then he comes in and then it's like, well, I think he's just actually really shy. And I love I love the confessions that we're getting where he's like, yeah, no, I'm just totally playing this. You know what
the funny thing about Gabe is, though, is he's the one that was like, I want to be the next Survivor villain. And he's like totally a nice person. Not really doing any of that.
Playing the game.
It's like the one guy who wanted to be the hero and turned out to be the villain years ago.
Those are the best villains.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I got a bad edit.
No, you were sexually harassing people on screen, but okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, we were all there. We all saw that.
Yeah,
we saw it.
Yeah. I'm talking about the other Dan. I'm talking about the Dan from. He said something nasty about Shandy.
Damn it, Shandy? Our Shandy?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was that Dan.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Touchy Feely Dan.
That's Touchy Dan.
No, he wasn't touchy. He was just he thought he was I don't know. They actually showed the edit. They actually showed him on edited at the finale.
Yeah, that was the Touchy Feely Dan, because they did that podcast on RHAP and Shandy was a part of it. And then I guess he watched it or something and he made the snotty comment about Shandy.
Okay, I'm thinking about who's the guy that. Anyway, they finally threw him off.
Yeah, that was that guy.
No, I'm talking about another Dan.
I mean, aren't all Dans the same?
They grow up to be serial
so back
killers.
to the mean email about Rome.
I can't believe I'm the only one that remembers this.
I feel like you're remembering it, but I think you're remembering the same guy.
No, it's not the same guy.
Oh gosh, now we're gonna have to do a deep dive.
Because I took some heat with the Touchy Feely Dan on some website where they went after me saying, "Oh, you're just a woke person." Anyway, go ahead.
I feel like women shouldn't be touched inappropriately.
It's
Whether
so
it's
weird.
on or off camera, I'm so
there are rules now. You can't do that. Anyway.
What a bunch of crazy thoughts that is.
Yeah.
All right. Focus. We got to finish this.
Okay,
so
we thought for a hot minute that maybe Jack was going to lose his winner's pick second episode.
I know. Yes. I got a text from that, and I wasn't even.
I know. I'm sorry. I spoiled you. I didn't realize you weren't watching.
So I knew who won. I mean, I knew which team lost.
Oh, which team lost the challenge? Okay.
Yeah.
You know why I picked Sue? Real quick.
Why?
Yeah, because she went to bed right after her scene.
No, I was going to bed. I was going to bed. I hadn't watched it yet. I was going to bed, and I just said, list of survivors. She popped up first. I go, all right, it's going to be Sue.
Oh, weird, because when you said, hey, I got to go to bed, here's my winner's pick, it was literally after her, intro scene aired.
Yeah, really. I didn't watch it until I got to San Diego.
Oh. Maybe it was fate. Maybe
the universe, huh?
Or maybe it's helping me win this year again.
Maybe.
If I knew Rome was going to be in the chat, I would probably have picked Rome.
Obviously. Though I do have to say, it kind of almost feels like in the 2 episodes that we've had, that Survivor was listening to how Jack decided to make his winner picks this year, because there's been so many mentions of wardrobe.
Yes.
So many already.
We didn't even talk about that, how you made fun of Teeny's shirt, which I liked. And then the
Kelly.
First thing that she talked about was her shirt.
Exactly.
It's like, did Jack edit this?
I mean, I don't know if you saw the show I used to watch as a kid. Hobo Kelly from KTL.
Same. We're not doing this again. We're not going into.
That's why I said hobo, but I guess hobo, you can't say that anymore.
Can't say that. Can't go touch a feeling and can't be saying that.
I don't like how this country's going.
Oh my God! Stop now.
Making me mad.
You're making me mad and uncomfortable.
I'm mad.
Keep that statue up there. Okay.
Get that rice out of your pockets. For the love of God.
I don't want no Jeff
hate you both.
I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Walking around with a knife.
He threatened me with a knife.
He was stupid. He brought a knife to a gunfight. Okay, I'm quiet now.
We're probably still here, though. I would like to know if he thought that it was kind of BS that Rachel didn't get to keep the rice. I thought she should have kept it.
She should have. I think we're all in agreement.
I feel like, I think that's the one thing that Twitter actually came together and agreed on yesterday was that she should have been allowed the rice.
Because we're all thinking, going, yeah, why can't she keep the rice?
Yeah, I mean, it's ingenuity.
Okay. Let's move.
Come on, Colleen, get control of the show. Let's go.
There are times where I just can't.
Fair.
It's Jamie's fault.
It is. It's the dentist's fault. Still riding that nitrous train, baby. Woohoo!
Okay, we're gonna. For anybody who doesn't realize, Jamie got 6 hits of nitrous at the dentist, and she an hour before we started recording.
I can't feel half my face. It's fine,
Only half of her face is moving. So if you thought that okay,
I'm totally good. It's not a medical emergency. I'm fine.
I went to the dentist too.
Why not? Why not get 5 shots in one side of your face an hour before you're set to podcast? That's so logical.
Yes, it is completely logical. Okay, let's stop right here. I'm going to put a commercial in right here.
Okay.
Stop laughing. I'm going to put it in right here. So stop. Everybody mute themselves. Give me like a second. Okay. Now let's get to the feedback. We've got an email from Victoria.
Victoria.
And, apparently this could get spicy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait, Victoria, do you also live in Maryland? Or are you in like you're on the East Coast somewhere, aren't you?
I thought you did live in Maryland.
Yeah, same.
That feels familiar.
It does feel familiar. Well, she's going to tell us in a second. All right, here's Victoria's email. Wow, this episode. I don't think so, guys. Victoria's been sending us emails for like 10 years.
No, I'm saying
she's not leaving.
Yep, she said Maryland.
Yes, okay.
All
See,
right.
I knew. I paid attention. All right. Victoria says
Good rest stops in Maryland.
They do have good rest stops.
They have really nice rest stops.
I like that they have the Earl of Sandwich at one of the Maryland Welcome Centers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you drive to and from New York a lot, you learn where all the good rest stops are.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Victoria says, wow, this episode was frustrating. It's crazy to me how annoying this cast is.
I wonder where she's going with this.
I cannot for the life of me understand why the edit just kept repeating the same thing over and over. I can't agree with that, though.
Yes, here.
Why does everyone have the same jobs? 2 sports commentators, 2 or 3 podcasters, and 2 marketing managers. We have a nurse and an ER doctor, a flight school owner, and a flight attendant. And then there's beautiful Kyle, the construction worker. Kyle is such a sweet soul, and I did feel bad for him at the end. Truly,
there's a video out there. I think Dawson's got it up, like a secret scene where he had to eat fish or crab or something, and it's the first meat he's eaten in years and years and years.
Oh, really?
Oh, he's vegetarian.
Yeah, he's vegan, so it was a thing.
Watch
it at your own leisure.
Gotta eat.
Anyway, Victoria continues. Kyle has my vote right now. Another thing they keep hammering, we get it. Andy is mentally unstable, so let's just tell him not to look for the idol and just believe that he won't go look for it during a potty break. I really hope one of the 4 of them never appear in the chat of this podcast, because it's going to be really, really difficult to not be like, hey, I didn't mean that. So
you know what? I'm owning it.
Yeah, you're mean.
You're mean.
Me too. You guys were mean. You were jerks.
Yep.
Hopefully you redeem yourself, but right now you're mean.
Yep.
It's crazy to me they're treating him like a 2-year-old the entire episode. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the marketing manager, Annika, is just condescending to him. I'm on the fence. Will he get worse or will he get better this season? I'm hoping he gets better. I think the real villain of the tribe is Annika. What a dick to me. It's giving I am on a high horse energy.
Uh-huh. I agree with this email.
Yes.
Yep.
These Beware idols are so obvious this year. They've all been in weird shaped trees. So innovative. Never seen that before.
They're so hard to find. Oh.
I'm pretty sure if you look closely to the one branch, there's probably like a smooth little wear down spot where every idol's ever sat.
Have we actually? Yeah.
Well, there's a neon sign. Idol. 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 I think they're lying to me. I'm going to keep walking.
Then the Rome thing was also frustrating. They didn't show him saying 2 words to Teeny, yet he trusts her enough to tell her about the idol. That's insane. And why haven't they showcased other people in their tribe? Yeah, why haven't they showcased other people in your tribe?
Yeah.
It's because there's 3 tribes. There's just...
Well, Teeny has the cool
I wish
skirt.
that they just would go back to the 2-tribe format.
Agreed. Here.
I say no tribe.
Just so...
Didn't they try that?
I think they have, but...
Are you going to make me go back into my one world?
One group all at once?
All at once. Just throw them all out there.
I'm down for it. Let's do it. I like it.
Where was I? Okay. And TK.
Just think how cool. Just think how cool the tribe swap would be if they just had one tribe.
Oh,
throw down your buffs. We're merging. Finally, yes. I got a green buff.
I will say, I think I said this in the beginning, but TK was Zach's favorite player, so he was kind of bummed to lose
out
him this week.
Zach picking the bad ones.
As a Maryland girl, this is how PG country folks talk, to be honest. They're close to DC, so they do the most to stand out. It was hilarious when he said, I'm just going to tell them what to do because my friends near DC bring this same energy. It's funny because people from the DMV just believe that they're the best of the best when really the rest of the state doesn't care. 15 minutes from Baltimore, so seeing Gabe run things behind the scene was reassuring. And don't get me started on Carolyn, who's on. I don't know why Jay brought this stupid thing down. It's so loud.
Your table is ready.
About time.
No, this is so embarrassing. It's a Tamagotchi.
Oh, it's alive! I'm so happy.
Have you killed
No, no, it died earlier.
Oh, rats.
No, okay. So it's a baby
Rome,
one.
the host,
It hatched
says he
like
lived in DMV for a decade. LOL.
Oh, I think that Victoria and Rome may know each other.
There you go.
How many degrees of separation are happening here?
Maybe Victoria is Rome. This could be a fake picture.
Talk about a tribe swap. That's wild.
He said the FYI, the biggest viewers of recaps, including the smaller ones, are the player themselves. Have a good day. Oh, that's good to know. I never would have thought that, honestly. Have a great day yourself. We'll see you next Wednesday night.
Go Rome. Go Rome. Go Rome.
Winner's pick. Check. Get in that well, baby. You do whatever you got to do. I support you.
Yeah, come on.
No, I still want to know about. I still have questions about the well thing.
Why was it hidden in the well? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, Victoria, have a great day, Rome.
There's no way to unside-eye the well thing.
Is Victoria talking to herself though when she says "Have a great day"?
She's got to get out for VPN now, so she can just be one person. One browser. It's so confusing with multiple ones.
Yeah.
Okay. To finish her email while we're talking about her.
Oh, is it still going on? Okay.
Don't get me started on Carolyn, the strategy consultant who's on the bottom, and Michael Holmes saying that she doesn't want to trust Gabe, who can save her game, seeing how right now she has none.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong about that. I was like going, because that was the first time I think I remember her talking.
Yeah.
No, she talked a lot last episode when she was
just can't remember.
getting with Sue.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, easily forgot that myself until you brought it up. Okay.
And then Victoria finishes. Overall, the episode was meh to me because it seemed like it wouldn't end. And why did Gabe play the idol for himself? Pointless. Love you guys, Victoria.
I think Rome Victoria is right.
Rome Victoria. Vic Romeo. I like Vic Romeo. That's good.
I like that. Next week when they Vic Romeo sends out an email, it has to be Vic Romeo. Vic Romeo. Oh, whatever I'm trying to say. Whatever you said, Jamie.
Vic Romeo.
Okay.
Victoria.
We have another quick email from Mandy.
Victoria.
Rome-toria out. Oh, they're both leaving at the same time.
Oh, how convenient.
Interesting.
All right, focus, guys.
Mandy.
We're almost on here.
Maybe Mandy's Rome, too.
Obviously.
Mandy, who has a new puppy named Andy.
Yeah. Mandy is Andy. Duh.
All right. Mandy says, I know you weren't high on Sam last week because he was a part of the John vote off. I was also sad about John, and it might be the Nashville connection bias, but I like him. Sam is from Nashville originally, but I think he's in Florida now.
He doesn't have an accent, does he? Isn't it required?
Not everyone that lives. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's required.
Today it showed he is playing the game and could be in it for the long haul. I agree. Let the women take the rice. Let her take the rice. She's the only one to think to fill her pockets, so let her have the reward of
Let
being
her
an
have it,
outside
right.
the box thinker.
Yep. Agreed.
Kyle, a modern day Kyle, a modern day JT. Thank goodness they didn't get rid of the other later days player. I need to see Sue more. That's what TK gets for messing with Asia.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All I say about Sue is, from what I've seen on Twitter, she may have been leading the charge to vote out John Lovett for reasons that you suggested earlier, John. Jack.
Yes.
I'm Rome.
They are different politically. It's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Who knows?
Yes.
Who knows for real?
Based on a 2016 tweet, I believe it is.
Yes.
Oh.
So who knows? 2016. And it was
Again,
like April 2016.
again, that was
a
my
really
first-
long time ago.
That was my first thought, because I'm watching it going, okay, I wouldn't let anybody know where I am politically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
like.
Unless you knew it was
Yeah.
safe. Like,
Yeah,
probably
exactly.
safe for, like, love it to tell, like, somebody. I don't know, actually. I don't know.
You don't know. I mean,
Yeah, you don't know. You never
don't
know.
know.
Okay.
You don't know.
We're landing this plane right now. Elena says, hi, friends. Jeff calling Rachel out for snagging the rice is BS. It was a genius move, and unless there is some unexplained rule against it, she had every right to keep it. Jeff was just butthurt that production was outplayed. Fill the bag.
Amen.
Fill the bag with rice if you don't want them to eat the props. I see you, Rachel. Sadly, thanks to Jeff. So does everyone else. Love you guys, Elena.
Yeah. Elena's right.
Elena's right.
Elena's right.
Elena.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I got to think of something.
All right, let's move into tally the votes, because Jack needs to get to another podcast. He's got to switch. He's got to put on his best sports commentator voice.
All right.
He's got to go put on his best Sam / Rome.
I'm Sam. I'm not just a pretty face. I'm a sports guy.
Oh.
That's what I do. I babysit adults, and I'm a sports guy.
Spot on.
Oh, stop it.
Where did Jack go? Sam, when did you get here?
Oh, is that my good friend Rome?
He just takes his hat off. Yeah. All right.
Oy vey.
Okay, so poor TK is out. We all had TK making the merge except for Jack, who had him as final 3.
Oh,
so that's a bummer.
Well, I didn't even know that. Bummer,
Yeah.
man. Oh, well.
Oh, well. So nobody gets points. Let me switch over. Nobody gets points for TK's vote out. Actually, let's see. None of us had him. So nobody gets points this week, which is really weird, actually.
Yeah.
It's been a while since that happened.
It's very strange.
Very strange. All right, who do we think is going
early
home?
on in the game?
Yes, because usually we can figure that out pretty quick. All right, who do we think is going home next week?
I hope it's not Rome. Let's see.
Yeah, everybody pick Rome. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna go with Annika.
All right, it was very leading.
Yeah, that's kind of how it felt, which could be, leading me down the wrong path, but why not?
I'm going to stick with Rachel. I'm going to say Rachel, rather. Let's stick with Rachel.
So the same tribe there, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Shoot. Because I think Sam will be safe because he has an idol.
I think Sam will be safe, and I think Sam will protect Sierra unless Sierra turns on him because she's worried about him being like, I would prefer to get out Annika and keep Andy.
I'm going to go with, because I just don't remember seeing him much in this, is Kishan?
Kishan?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did he talk this week?
The ER doctor. Yeah. He did the thing with Rome. He lit the fire.
Yeah. Yes, he did. Quite quickly.
Okay. I'm still voting him out.
All right.
I have no idea. At this point.
Well, I hope not, because I like him. But yeah, I can see it. Just if we're going edit wise. All right, everyone. There we have it. Jamie thinks Annika's going home. Jack thinks Kashan is going home. And I think Rachel is going home. We'll see what happens next week. If any other players find themselves here, hey guys, next week, do you mind if we do this 7 to 8 thing again? Because I am actually going to be in New York and I am going to watch the show in Brooklyn with Amanda.
Oh, that's fun. Do it next. Do the Thursday again.
I can do that.
We do that?
Sure.
All right.
Probably, yeah.
And I'll be in a hotel room in upstate New York that day.
Awesome.
My week is crazy, but I will be able to do it then 7 o'clock.
All right.
Yes. All right. We'll see you then.
Can I make one request though?
No.
Be a little more professional next week. You're the producer.
Yeah, geez, get it in line. Crazy, all over the place.
You're never going to win that award. But anyway,
You're right. Next time I will kill the Tamagotchi. I mean, the Tamagotchi died, and then I let Alex reset it, so now it's a baby, which is why it's being so damn needy.
Yeah, it's a resurrection Tamagotchi.
Why am I doing this? I don't know.
And the worst thing is it has no school tomorrow, so you got 3 of them with it.
Oh, now you got three to take care of.
All right. I'll see you at your house, Jack. 9 a.m., baby.
Sure, you can be here with the cable guy.
Cool. That's fine. No,
you better knock it off, Jack, or she's gonna send her neighbor over to your house.
No, we lock our door.
But I know how to open your door. I know the flaw with your door. No, I'm just kidding.
Nobody can open our door. I can't open our door.
I know. I can't open your door either. Jack's door is broken, guys. So, it really is almost impossible to open their door.
I got locked out a couple weeks ago. I had to go get the pickaxe and pop it open.
The handle's broken. So, it's really hard to open their door.
Actually, it's not once you know it. But when I went outside, I didn't close the doors. I just went. I go, oh, I'm trying to pull this damn thing open. I go, all right, let me go get the pickaxe.
Oh, Lord.
And you're thinking I'm tearing it down. No, you just got to get in there and wedge it.
Terry, have Jack babysit your game.
Right. There you go. Take it with you.
We'll see you then.
That game would die.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see you guys next week. SurvivorJJC@gmail.com if you have an email. And if anybody else is ever watching that's a player, speak up. We're not going to tell on you.
Oh, Sam.
ABC doesn't know about us.
Sam.
CBS, Jesus.
Sam's a player. I'm the sports guy.
Yeah.
Sports guy Sam.
Sports guy Sam.
Watching the feedback.
Hey, baby.
You got any kids you want me to babysit?
They've got to be older than me, though. That's his only stipulation, is he will only babysit adult children.
They got to be in their 30s.
You got a 30-year-old child.
But hey, every now and then, I got to go pee.
You sit right there. You sit tight. Don't do anything. Don't move.
I got to go.
Bye. All right. See you guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.